Clip copy to clipboard. I don't know that that actually does anything. Anyway, so here's the current state of the model that I'm working on. And again, I don't know exactly what I'm doing with it, which is kind of a problem, but I do want to finish it at some point. So I'm just going to keep putting paint on it until it looks like something, I guess. Have you seen the new trailer for, or have the teaser trailer for the new Ghostbusters movie yet? Frozen Kingdom or something like that. Oh, sorry about that. Should I put another coat of white on here? I think I will do something a little different. I'll mix up some gray. This isn't exactly the leanest palette. I'll do a dab of white. And a dab of black. Do that in a separate little spot. And how about a dab of dark blue? A dab of dark blue. Is the background noise on my Be Right Back screen from the show lost? No. It is from my animated short. It's the background noise on the bridge of the Constellation Prize. But I use sound effects library from Adobe to actually make the sounds, and they probably use something similar, or at least similar sounding synth stuff. I just kind of going for generic Star Trek-y background noise. This is probably not the best way to use this brush. I should have used something else to mix. Every time I try and call you, you are busy. Yeah. I've been hanging out at the house with Rebecca on weeknights. That's usually what that has involved. So I need to make more time, I think. Or take a phone call there instead of just saying I'm busy. So we'll try shifting that. But, I'm just going to try to add some panel lines here that don't necessarily make any sense. Now, that's not my goal. My goal is not for them to not make sense. But I'm just adding some undercoating, I guess, some underpainting. And we'll add another layer of paint on top of this. This is probably the wrong scale to be using for this. Any plans for Thanksgiving? No plans at all, actually. Say I might get out east sometime in December. I did look into plane tickets for Thanksgiving, but it would have been pricey. And right now, I'm still recovering financially from the surgeries I had this year. Well, medical procedures, I guess. One of which being a surgery. I guess in all cases I had some medical device inserted into my body, so. But we'll leave it at that for now. I don't think all my viewers need to know all my medical history. Hard year for you. Yeah. I mean, the medical stuff was fine, but yeah, the expenses were. They added up on top of, like, car issues that I had this year and the previous year. It's like I had to replace the transmission, which wasn't cheap. It was like over $1,700, and that was with the used transmission with, no warranty. So hopefully it'll last a while. Yeah, it's not a refurbished transmission with a warranty on it. So we'll hope it does its job for a good number of years. My savings haven't recovered to the pre-car buying point either, but I could. That's one of the things I woke up this morning. Well, I've been thinking about doing a proper budget for a while now. I know how. I just haven't got around to doing it. And I really should. I was thinking about that this morning again. Like, maybe I'll do that this afternoon. Also, what if you change gift shop from space sci to sci-fi fantasy, like dwarves and elves? Um, it could be both. I probably wouldn't change it. Um, just because that's not my particular area of interest. But yeah, I could make some. I think the subjects have enough overlap to work. If I had some great ideas for that. It is probably a little too niche. And I do have a new product to put up on the website. I mean, it's not strictly science fiction, but that is just kind of the I like that retro futurism thing from 50s and 60s. It's kind of the, what do they call it? Has been called atom punk. Is kind of what I'm going for. Basically the Fallout vibe, I guess. I don't know that I actually intended it to be Fallout, but that's kind of what it is. Or at least we're drawing from the same sources. It's not like they're definitely going for a retro vibe, so it's not like they're completely original themselves. Don't don't break your streak. Find out how many reward points you blah 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 blah. Microsoft reward points. There's a notification on my phone about that. If you heard the vibrating phone, that's what that was. It's just a notification. Most ideas come from somewhere, yeah. I might rework that UFO model again today, or continue work on that. I just think I decided to change tactics. I was adding more detail to the inside and making it more accessible from the outside so that, the detail on the inside doesn't get lost. And I might just, eliminate the interior detail altogether and just go with the outer shell, include the base as part of the kit, and maybe add the ability to add some lights. Not exactly sure what that all looks like yet, but and one of the biggest bits of feedback I want to address are the fit, like how well the pieces fit together, and also the sorry, I got sidetracked by mixing paint, however sad that is. Yeah, the way the pieces fit together and the fact that, there's stuff on the inside that you can't see that I included anyway, because, I don't know why. Just, I guess because originally I had something different in mind for the kit and then ended up having to scale back and then just had stuff on the inside. And I liked those pieces, so I kept them. And I feel like, having the number of pieces you have kind of adds value to the kit, but, whatever. It's like you don't have to assemble it the way it is in the box. You can assemble it so that those pieces are outside as kind of part of a diorama or use them for something else. So that's kind of why I kept them, but I don't know. I'm perhaps overthinking it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not outside of the realm of possibility to add fantasy stuff into the shop. Absolutely not. Because I already have a gnome, a garden gnome. I have Bigfoot. Kind of in the same vein. Let's just do this. No, I don't think so. At least not. I don't know. In most science fiction, they don't really pay a lot of attention to things like that. Or the assumption is that the materials are different or the propulsion systems are different so that it doesn't matter. Well, some people may say it came from the book of Ezekiel in the Bible. I don't quite see it. But wheels within wheels. All right, see you back in 10 minutes. See, this is why I don't trust the viewers number of viewers thing on the stream on the Twitch dashboard, because obviously I have a viewer because he's typing, he's chatting with me in chat. All right, does this make any sense? what I'm doing here. Look, I got black paint on my hand. Ooh, if I make this a solid line, then that would be less distracting that that line is uneven. In theory, anyway. Okay, so now I just need a couple patches on the bottom over here. This will all get painted over again, I'm sure. I do not know how this is going to turn out. Ugh. What a mess! Am I even holding this on camera? Like, could you even see what I'm doing? I wasn't even paying attention to that. Look at how sloppy that line is. Not my best work, if I do say so myself. I think to get this the way I want, I need to attack it from this angle. Oops. Ghostbusters. 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 That's not how that goes. Not at all. Yes, it would help if I angled this in a way that you could actually see what I'm doing. Alright. Let's mix in some more white. Lighten this up. Do a different shade of gray for some more panel details. Will this work? I don't know. I may have just seen somebody else do this at some point and I'm trying to emulate. I don't know. We'll see. Good evening. Andy Mecca will be going live soon. Pity Smile! Hello, welcome in. As it is, rainy in Oregon as it is in Washington, or Southwest Washington anyway. Alright. Oh, hope you're staying dry enough. You're like 2 hours south of Portland. I'm like maybe 3 hours north of Portland? Maybe only 2. Grey Pilgrim had a brilliant idea, an epiphany if you will. Yeah. Well, we're in the lowlands, so we still don't get much snow. Is this ship based on something or just Scratchbuilt? It's just Scratchbuilt. Just Scratchbuilt. It could be both. Could be a Scratchbuilt ship based on something. But no, it's just my vacation build from earlier this year, I think. 24-hour stream! Nah. I did notice that there's a channel, a Twitch channel for just sleeping. Apparently there was an RPG game or something. Yeah, people just stream themselves sleeping there. Or they just, you know, stream and then when they're sleeping, they switch it to that category. Lol, go to sleep and wake up, and they look like death. It's fun to watch people break down, yeah, over the 24-hour stream. Welcome to the Atomic Gift Shop Telethon. will make a difference. I think I want to do this. Of course, I'm just making this up as I go. It's a little too dark still. Not as much of a difference between the old gray and that one. I do not have master brush skills, which is perfectly fine. I'm not claiming to. Just added Nightcrawler. The closer you look, the darker. Yeah, just reading the notifications that come up on my phone because my phone vibrates and it distracts me. Because that's actually what it's supposed to do. Get your attention. No internet connection. Please check your Wi-Fi. Dismiss. Because... we'll see. Oh, we're back. Okay. That was my... the phone I'm using for the camera, claimed that. But... I don't care if it has no connection to the internet. I just need connection to the Wi-Fi. Which I think is what it was saying anyway, but whatever. I pretty much keep mine on Do Not Disturb, yeah. It's probably a good policy to maintain. Up, 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 up. Hey, Pity, did you ever send pictures to my email address that I gave you? Because if you did, I completely missed them. Ah, okay. Yeah. I understand how that goes. I was just looking at how much interest I paid on my credit card per month now, and it's like, that's... I could buy something useful for the amount that I'm paying in interest, you know? So I need to cut that down quite a bit. Said I had a couple of surgeries, or no, not had some medical procedures this year that I paid for with that card. So, yeah. Lower, so the camera can see what I'm doing. Oh, that's okay. I forgive you. We're making a puzzle game in Unity, and then that... Oh. I don't know what you're talking about with that, but it's okay. I don't need to know the details, but you hit some money snags. You were trying to work on a thing in Unity and things went sideways, I guess. Look at all my test swatches. It's like, which shade of gray should we use? Let's try this one or this one now. Now, when you say that sucks, I'm assuming you're talking about what Pity said and not about my paint job. I mean, the paint job does suck, but hopefully it'll get better when more coats of paint get put on it and even out the stuff. Oh yeah, I'm not trying for accuracy, obviously. It's like I wish it was nice and crisp, but at the same time, I don't want to do what it would take to make it nice and crisp for this model at this moment. This is more of a technique that would be used for doing large ships like, you know, the Enterprise, I guess. Oops, I got a smudge there. Of course, you know, there are panel lines and small things like this. I feel like red, white, and black are standard spaceship colors for spacesuits, yeah. Or the classic Star Wars X-Wing colors. I'm getting bored with this. I just have a little bit of detail here. I do have a vinyl sticker on here. Okay. I think I had, this is EVA foam, I think I had scratched in some panel line details there, but they seem to be completely gone. Orange for this, is what you're thinking? I think it will probably be an overall gray with some black accents. Maybe red accents too. Oops, didn't want to do that. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, there's both. The classics, yeah. Yeah, definitely the flight suits that they were wearing were orange. Well, this looks like almost as much as I care to do on this. Just a little bit more here in the gray. And maybe if I want to go a lighter gray still, then another coat to just tie everything together, an overcoat. Might have to get my airbrush out for that. I don't necessarily want to do. We'll do the one angled panel here. Maybe I'll carry that around. See if I can. That's definitely not even. I guess it doesn't need to be. With all of this crud in here, it could use some rust, but I don't like doing rusty stuff so much. Not as much as some of the other crafters on YouTube. Or some of the crafters on YouTube that I watch. I just, corrected myself because I'm not crafting on YouTube at the moment. This paintbrush is needing some love. Yeah, could use a little more on this side. Just trying to be balanced. Where do I know this music from? Thunderforce? It will be similar to something that you're used to. But not something exactly. It's a pack of video game music. Royalty-free music to use for your video games, basically. So, it might sound like something, but if it shouldn't be exactly something else. For copyright reasons. Yeah. I think I'll leave that there. decide if I want to do something else over top of it, or let it dry and come back to it another day. We could switch to the art portion of the program if we want to do that. What time is it? It's 11:31. This is not latched. Even when this is completely latched, if it gets tipped over, it'll spill out all over the desk. I know that from experience. I see a sketchbook within arm's reach. Yeah, it wasn't a whole lot of liquid, I guess. Wasn't as much as that is now. But yeah, I put the lid on so that it wouldn't splash all over the thing, and then I come back a few days later and see that it's like kind of upside down. Like, oops. Homicide unit. There's some... Oh, look at the stuff that's in this sketchbook. Why not? Bunch of scribbles. Bunch of old scribbles. Lots of little scribbles. No, these are 20 years old at this point, some of them. I just saw a date for 2002. You'd think this book would be full by now, but no, I can't seem to stick with the book. I kind of liked that design. The Meglugs. Apparently, here's a beginning to a story, or a character idea, or something. The Meglugs live in small tunnels underground. The tunnels are small because the Meglugs are small, only about 3 inches tall and 1.5 inches around. They look a lot like humans, but they have claws for digging, they are covered in fur, and their eyes are freaky big. And they see heat. So maybe they don't look like humans at all. Once a year, they travel to a grand chasm, a giant, or at least a giant to them, cave about 20 feet down. This is the time when everyone catches up on the news of what everyone else has been doing. It is also the one time of year when the Megling boys can meet Meglug girls and conspire to start Meglug families. It is a joyous celebration with singing and dancing and feasting. It was on one such occasion that Roz, son of Kruk, decided to leave his happy but far too simple life and seek adventure in the surface world. And this would... freaky big eyes, with claws for hands. Yeah, that's pretty much all that exists of that lore. Hey, I'd forgotten about that completely. February 2003. Storyboards for a spaceship landing drawing thing. Some cool mask details. Some more of these creature things that aren't Meglugs, but they're something else that I never developed into anything. And a picture that doesn't look like it was drawn by me, but maybe it was, you know. This is more what I was drawing back then. DVD menu ideas. So I still have some paint left in that container. I can maybe touch up one of these things. This is one that I've always kind of liked. Or at least, you know, not the worst rendered yeah, spaceship I've ever drawn. That was a kind of a... Here's some character ideas for a... Let me see, I'm looking at my stream. My camera seems to be frozen. I lost connection! Oh no! Oh, there we go. I had this idea, I really wrote a little script, maybe even a little storyboard about this animation of this guy who's helping the old lady across the street. But, yeah. Another very scribbly drawing. Here's one that I don't like, apparently. Well, random, there's a snowman. You'll see a bunch of snowman faces because I was working on a animation that had a snowman character at the time. June 2024. Sorry, June 2004. So yeah, this is an old one. December 2004. This is the inside of a coffee shop called the Daily Grind. Some working out ideas for Fruit Bat Boy, a character I never did anything with, but it's been in my head for a little while. At some point, he just started looking a little bit too much like Beast Boy, so... There's my name, all fancy-like. Nice Foratus. Yes. Nice Foratus. That's the thing. It's kind of riffing off the old tabloid for Bat Boy, but then if he's Fruit Bat Boy, he's like a vampire, but he only eats fruit, so he's not really a danger. This is some sketches I did in designing. I had to do something for the University of Virginia for like the intros to their football games and stuff. That was a while ago. This is all a while ago, of course. Random faces. I do a lot of random faces. And then I draw lines where their eyes should have been. I still do that. Like this thing, is crooked. There's one that I kind of like. And that there's actually a turtle. Something. Something like a turtle. With a guy's head in its shell. Now this is actually, Jenna. I don't know if you remember the picture of, Mr. Grey Pilgrim. I don't know if you remember the picture one time Jenna had where she was waving and had her hand in a sleeve. I did something like that. And I was trying to make like a video game type character based on that. And I think this is one of the actual game characters I was trying to copy the style of. So, there's a flower, geometric flower. Some more random stuff. I think I was probably on an airplane and drawing a picture of the engine out the side. For reference, maybe. There's a self-portrait of me at the time. More graphics ideas for sports opens. I wanted to do something with that cross-hatchy style. This is a definitely very, very off-model Simpson-esque type character. Some Britishy stuff. You'd think I would get good after all this practice, but no, you just stay the same. Jimmy Neutron and Zorak. You can actually recognize some of these characters. In the danger zone. Yeah, huge space ghost. Yeah, that was a fun show. There's my dog. It's dead now. Never could got a handle on exactly how to draw him. Category. Corridor. Let's see. Just working out some ideas for some radio control airplane lighting. These would be cigar box guitar decoration ideas. Emperor. Oh, yeah. It's in my Star Meh universe. If I were doing another episode or two, we would have a character based on the Emperor in Star Wars. Loosely. Very loosely. These, I think, are more recent. Thinking through a filament holder for 3D printers. More character ideas when I was going with no noses. Just another massive doodle page. Kristen, it's kind of a snake head on that one. Yeah. Here's more of that, me thinking through, thing. How am I gonna do the wiring on this? Without doing a proper electrical diagram. You might recognize this as a sticker in my shop, or a decal. Another blue ink drawing. Kind of reminds me a bit of seed sprouting from soil if I look at it from that side. And this is one of those scoops for a helicopter to pick up water to dump it on fires. Somebody asked if I could do that for one of my decals, and I did actually make that, but I never actually sold it, so... Just another cartoon guy. This is my warm-up sketch for... I think it was a warm-up sketch for Inktober 2019. Just trying out a brush pen. I need to get another brush pen. Here's where when I was going over ideas for naming my online store. So I settled on Atomic Gift Shop, but you know, I was going through lots of ideas, including Fiery Fern, Friendly Firefly, Fat Firefly, Grey Doggy, The Real Boris, Sun Firefly, Grey Doggy Design, My Fire Zone. So I was thinking if I was doing like a fairy fire fairy thing, that would be... I'm just sketching that idea out. Out of Order, Sign on Globe, Stronger Every Day. This shall be better. I don't know what this is. I am drawing this without glasses, apparently. I like that skull. Here's the No is my magic word page, where I'm trying to work out the design, a design for that. I push today so I can be stronger tomorrow. Work, lift, survive. Sometimes the best thing you can say is no. Here's where we get into the atomic stuff. Atomic Tail, Atomic Tails. That is actually available, or at least at the time, that was available for trademarking. It had been used, but it had been not renewed. If I was doing all clothing, Atomic Tailor would have been cool, but I decided to not do that. So, more working through the Atomic Gift Shop ideas. And yeah, I want to downplay Mushroom Clouds, because I was going more for the hope of the Atomic Era, not the destruction of the Atomic Era. You can see some of these ideas taking shape. You might actually recognize that from something like this. Oh, there we go. Here I'm trying to mix a bit of mechanical and more organic shapes. Not all that I was expecting to draw tonight, if you can call this a drawing. Not at all what I was expecting to draw tonight, if you can call this a drawing. Yeah, sometimes I just sit down to draw and nothing happens. Playing with my name and initials. No. Snowman in a spacesuit? That'd be a difficult dome to carve. Or not carve. Cast. Cast? Vacuum form? Construct? Now we're getting some more recent stuff, because I believe I did this thing on stream. Or, nope. I didn't necessarily do this on stream. I think I raided over to Cody Shibi's channel, and these were the prompts that they were working on for the monster. It was donut, eczema, tattoo, and beak. So that's how I combined those prompts. Yeah, it says right there. Cody Shibi, Twitch stream, Monster Mash prompt, 7/3/2023. That was earlier this year. Really catching up. This one I definitely did on stream. There's a combination of a couple of things. And let's see. Here's one I did on stream. Rocket ship, sports car, donut throwing robot on skates, space lasers, guillotine, sealed dolphin with laser cannon. And here's the horse drawing. How to draw a horse. It starts with drawing Harry Potter. The covered bridge near where I used to grow up, where I grew up, near where I live. Another random face. Space cat. That colored in a few weeks back, it seems. Well, it might have been more by now. And now we're all caught up. So, we're at 11:52 in time. I don't know how long I'm gonna go, but we can do a new drawing. We have the technology. We can make this happen. Chat. Nope. I want. Stream information. I don't know that it actually does update things, but we'll say that it does. All right. So does anybody in chat have a drawing suggestion? Thank you. As you can tell, I've done a lot of practicing over the years. It's not the most focused practice. Dwarf with a big axe. Okay. Let's see. I'll sketch out a place. Realistic dwarf, dark. Oh. Now you're just making it impossible. Good armor. Now you're getting to the stuff that I don't. You know, I would have to bring up. I love you, man. So kind of like a Lord of the Rings dwarf with World of Warcraft armor. Oh, so all Lord of the Rings. Whatever, up to me. Well, this is gonna be a mismatch. I feel like doing a interesting pose, but that's not my strong point. Or hasn't been. That's why I need to do it, to improve. What are the proportions of a dwarf, anyway? Those legs look too long. blocking out the shape. Very wide, muscular, thick limbs. Dwarves are natural sprinters. Wasted over long distances. I don't think we're gonna hit realism on this one. Please excuse me while I zone out and focus on what I'm drawing. Dwarves are usually drawn with geometric patterns. Ornate or not ornate? That does not look right. Let's do it the other way. Let's make it a fist. Bushy eyebrows. His face is all beard. As far as what the actually armor should look like, I hate it. All right. Okay. Switch to pen. Don't like that. Please stand by. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run that. And I'll be back after the ad. My community is back. The ad break is over. Welcome back, everyone who stuck around through that 1-minute ad break. So, where we last left off, I went away to find a pen. Which I, of course, had one within reach the entire time, but I didn't think of that until after I already got the pen, so... And of course, I drew this at an angle, so the proportions are all going to be skewed. Let's see if we can do some inking here that makes this something other than what it is. Whatever that means. It's a big nose, because dwarves have big noses. Every dwarf I've ever known has been a little rough and wrinkly. Wonder if there are any pretty dwarves. Okay. I think I got some fundamental proportion problems. But we will carry on. Making corrections if possible, where possible. Something with the eyes wasn't working, and now it's really not working. Some pauldrons on here. It's like I'm moving away from my sketch quite a bit. That's alright. As long as I can pull it out. Figure this would be chainmail. with some plate on top of it. Just some details to kind of give the idea that there's some chainmail there. Let's give him some kind of elbow pads too. Dwarfing it up. Trying to. We'll have a dwarfing good time. This part here doesn't necessarily make sense. We'll do what we can. To make it make sense. Maybe that's more leather? I don't know. Like any good artist, I start with the thumbnail and work my way outwards. So that's the most logical place to start on a drawing of this type. Suppose you should be wearing gloves and not be able to see the thumbnails. I really think dwarves are my least favorite fantasy race. Just not my style. Well, we just have to make a different style dwarf then. You heard it here first. Pity is racist. If he's having favorites and least favorites. Looks a little sad. Is fantasy racist still racist? Yeah. Does this look like a giant axe? Probably not yet. Doesn't have a blade. It's the goblins I don't like. Oh dear. I'm laughing at the way I drew this part here, because it doesn't make... The pommel of the axe was facing the wrong direction for the way the hand was drawn, so I'm having to flip it around. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Did I say that out loud? I do kind of like how they all have their... how aesthetics have been developed for the different groups. It's like they each have their own style. At the same time, that can be overdone. Dwarf is okay, because he's not as dumpy. Let's see. Little squiggles in there to hint at detail. Would there be decoration on the armor itself? Like the Games Workshop dwarves? Hate them. Yeah. So I'm not actually not too familiar with the Games Workshop stuff. Other than, I've seen it, but... Let's see, erase some pencil lines. And smudge some ink. You can tell my confident line work. Again, I should really draw using reference rather than just winging it. Not exactly a realistic look, but it's what I could do. I hope that's good for you, Drew. You are welcome, sir. Just wondering if there's something I can do to make it better. Like just some shading in general. Oh, I didn't do details around the brim of his hat. Or helmet. Yeah, the shape of that's not right either. But quick drawing. You can kind of tell what it's supposed to be. Not done a whole lot of smooth shading with pencils in a long time. So we're still going. Alright, this is happening. We're still drawing. Again, these should have been gloves, not bare hands, but what are you gonna do? Or did I drop the pen? There's the pen. I figure this should at least have an indication of detail, huh? So that same motif is on the belt. The music is so epic. I guess should be down here more. All right. I'm gonna call that, I think. I think I'm gonna call that done. He says as he works it some more. Trying to get it perfectly flat on. No, cancel. Cancel the camera quitting. So there's our drawing. Let's just extend this out a little bit, just loosely, to indicate that there's something there. Behold your attempt at a realistic dwarf with good armor. It's, you know, an unrealistic dwarf with bad armor. I hope that's good enough. Okay. Well, let's see. I believe... yeah. I think we've been streaming long enough. Let's see if Mr. Randy Mecha is online. Hello, somebody else. Twitch. I need to log in on this machine. Ugh. Let me switch devices. Not devices, just web browsers. Have a good one. Fun seeing your notebook. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Yeah. Twitch.com, that's where I want to go. Let's see what's going on over here. Alright. Yep, Andy's on. Alright, sounds like Rhea is doing those little lip paper things, or you flip it and open it and yeah, the numbers, and you tell a fortune. Hey Dana, Always enjoy lowering your art. I mean seeing. Hey, Bug Boy was a bad boy. How's it going? Good to see ya. Yeah, I did a notebook tour on this stream if you missed it. If not, you know, you can catch the VOD if whatever. And also on the stream we added some panels to this bad boy to hopefully paint over, or you know, to hopefully give us something to. It's an undercoating. It's an underpainting. I'm a professional streamer here. Aye. Anyway, let's go say hello to Mr. Andy Mecha. And he's not showing up on this list. Alright, we'll just have to type it in like some kind of animal. Where the heck is my dashboard? There we go. Oh, there we go. Pink. Clip that. That's not what I wanted. Hey. Saki Samsa's on. Andy's in a break. Oh well, we'll raid in a break. So thanks again for joining me. It's been good. Good times. Hope you all have a good rest of the Saturday. However much time you have left in your Saturday. Or rest of the Sunday if you happen to be watching in another time zone on the other side of the world where it's already Sunday. So thanks again. Take care.